today we are discussing back shoulder dart and how to move it to other positions, distribute it to armhole and neckline. In pattern making, back shoulder dart is sometimes eliminated and it's changed to be allocated to armhole for example, in jackets to give room for armhole or the shoulder pad, or it is changed to a cut line for back yoke line. Today we are discussing 5 cases. The first case is moving the shoulder dart to armhole completely. As you see in this diagram, figure 1 is showing how it is moved to armhole. So let's see how we do it in CLO. So first we determine the point we want to move the shoulder dart to. Usually it's a straight line, or it can be a little bit slant, wherever you want to move the shoulder dart. I add point to intersection. Now I click on the dart, rotate the dart. It doesn't show me the rotate dart option, and as I said before, that is because the dart length is not equal on each side of the dart. We need to correct that by edit dart. We can do so. If you just press enter, it will help to fix that. Right now you see the dart legs are equal in length. Still I want to move the dart to this point, so it's okay. Now you can see the rotate dart option. You choose the point that you want to move dart to, and move this point to the dart end. Click on this part and bring it back here, and the dart is completely moved to the armhole. So as you see in this figure, this small lines shows that this part is going to be room in armhole. We won't sew this part as a dart, and I need to redraw my armhole length. I do it by edit curve tool. Okay, this internal line doesn't let me do that. I remove it for now, or I change it to baseline. Okay. Now with the edit curvature tool, or here you can find it, a smooth curve tool. I redraw my arm. Let's see how it is on our form. You need to delete the extra sewing lines which you don't need. And as you see, the dart is moved to the armhole, but this is just a line, it's not a seam. We can remove this line as well. Our armhole has increased in length and the dart is eliminated. We can smooth the shape of the shoulder if needed, but for now, because I want to show the other cases, I don't do it now. So as you see in this case, the armhole is grown a lot. If we don't want to increase our armhole length so much, we can do it as per figure 2, in which some part of the dart is moved to the armhole and some of it has remained as a dart. So let me show you how it's done. I returned my dart to where it was initially. Now I right click on the dart, select the same point and rotate this dart partially. I decide how much I want to add to my armhole, for example 1.3, and draw the new dart. So this part will be sewn as a dart on the shoulder, but this part is added room to the armhole. So I need to redraw my armhole again, like so. And let's see how it is on avatar. Again, I need to remove those extra lines. Okay. So you see there is a dart here, but the dart width is smaller now. Case number 3 is when you want to rotate the shoulder dart completely to the neckline. You find the point you want to move the dart to in the neck and mark it. I split the line here. Then I right click on my dart, rotate, find this point, and I rotate this piece to meet the dart line here. So you try to keep your CB line straight. If that's the direction you want to rotate your dart in. So the reason you see these lines are green is that I added a stretch to my neckline to keep it stable, but remove it in the dart. You don't need this elastic in the dart. So I find this line, and in property editor section I remove the elastic. I remove the elastic from neck for now because we want to show the dart simulation. Okay, now let's see how it is sewn. As you see, the dart is moved to the neckline completely. Next case is when you want to move some part of your shoulder dart to neckline and keep some in your shoulder line. So let's see how it's done. Again, you right click on your dart, rotate, move some part of it to the neckline, like so, and move the rest or keep the rest in your shoulder line. So it depends on your style, how much you wanna give to the neckline and how much you wanna keep in the shoulder line. And as you see in this diagram, both these darts are sewn in the garment. Case 5 is when you want to move the dart to the neckline and add some part of it as room in your armhole. So let's see how it's done. First, I move the dart to the neckline. Right click, rotate dart here. And then I move the rest to the armhole. I close it completely because I want to eliminate the dart completely. And as you see in this diagram, the neck dart is a dart, but the part which is moved to the armhole is only room. So we need to redraw our armhole again. Can do it with the smooth curve tool, like so, and simulate. The reason it's like that because there are some extra sewing line we have here. As you see, the armhole length is increased, which can be useful when we are making jackets and we need more room on the armhole. The last dart manipulation technique which we learn in Bunka method is about waist dart, and that is when we want to have a waist fitting garment like the one you see in this image. That's why I went back to my waist fitting sloper, the one we have made before, which had all the darts. And if I turn on annotation, you will see that we had named this dart A, B, D, E, F, and C. Let me move this A and B to the other side as well, because we are working on this side of front. Okay, when we want to make a waist fitting garment, usually the dart D and B are closed, like you see in this diagram for the back. This big dart is closed, and our shape for the back pattern will change to this one. Just note that all the dart manipulation technique we said for shoulder and chest dart can also be applied in this waist fitting sloper. Now that we are working on the waist, I am only talking about waist dart, but if we want to change the bust position, but if we want to change the dart on the chest, we can do with the same techniques we have learned before. Okay, let's work on the back pattern first. I just bring the same I had here to follow our diagram. This is very easy. So just click on the dart legs, right click, rotate, and choose this point. If you remember, we had notched it when we were making the waist fitting sloper, and click on the dart end, and then rotate this part to here, and there will be a small dart here which will be added as room to the armhole. The length of it is very small. Let me measure it for you. It's only 0.1 centimeter, which is not significant. We can just redraw our armhole with the curvature tool. Like so. And I just remove these two notches because I don't need them. Add a notch where it was before. So you see this line is curved now. We can make it more smooth with the smooth curvature tool, like so. So now we have only one dart. We can sew on the garment on the back. Just cut this to pattern outline, and this is our chest line. So now let's focus on the front. Handling front dart is also similar. We want to close dart B the same way we closed dart D in the back. The way we do it is just clicking on this dart with edit pattern tool. Hold shift and select both dart legs. Rotate the dart, and we rotate it to here, exactly on top of the dart end here, and then click on the dart end, then click on this part and bring it here, and then a small dart will be open here, like so. And as you see in our diagram, it's done the same way. This point is rotated from here, and a small slant line is created here, which is okay. We can just remove this line, remove this point, and with the C or a smooth curvature tool we can redraw this line. The internal line doesn't let us. I just can first of all trim it to pattern outline. and convert it to baseline. Now I can redraw my chest dart. It's okay that if it is a little bit curved. The important thing is that our dart legs should be equal in length. They are very close, so it won't be a big problem. Just check your sewings, because there might be extra sewing. You don't need extra sewing here or here, and you can sew it back with a segment sewing tool like so. And you can also smooth out this part like so. Okay, and that is how it's done for our waist. Let's sew it up and check our back darts too. This sewing is extra, you don't need it. Okay, so as you see, we still have a waist fitting garment without having those extra darts in our bodice. This will help us create style lines or outfits which we desire in the future. In the next videos, I will use the dart manipulation techniques to create some outfits like the one we see in this image. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and see you next Saturday.